Just step back into the space. I was hiding for a minute off the strength of being a mom, man, taking care of my kids. I had a son. My son is now
Congratulations.
1 year old. Shout out to my son.
It's been
shout
a
out to
year.
My daughter, shout out to my wife.
Wow.
Being at home, being a mom. But aside from that, there were certain elements of the space that just weren't aligned with who I was as an artist. So it was a much needed you know what I'm saying? Sabbatical almost. You feel me? Like I had to take a break. I had to repurpose and understand why it was that I was in the space to begin with. Because you get lost in the sauce sometimes. But I'm grateful to be back. I can't stay away.
Have you performed since?
I have. I
had a dream that you performed like a couple nights ago. I don't know why, but I remember being in the dream performing.
So what's today? Today is Sunday. I had a performance on Friday at the Houston Club. Shout out to the Houston Club. It was when I tell you a vibe, views from the six.
Did you miss it? Did you really like, I missed this, look.
I think it wasn't even like I missed it. It was just like, it to me, it wasn't like it was like I never left on me. So you can't miss nothing that's, you know what I'm saying? When it's yours, it's yours. So I stepped on the stage. I did my thing. I enjoyed the space. The lady that asked me to come out was working on a sector for mental health awareness. Shout out to May. Happy Mental Health Awareness Month. Mental madness in the building. But she was opening her release party for what it is that she was trying to, you know what I'm saying, bring together for like mental health awareness for people that have survived trauma, and it's called After. And when she asked me to perform, I was like, what you want me to perform? Like, I got pieces in the closet, but I don't really know what you want me to do. And she was like, it was this one piece that I saw at this one show, and you was saying, dee-dee-dee-da, and I'm like,
did you remember what you're talking about?
That one piece at the one show, you feel me? But no, I did some digging, I did some research, and I found it, and that was what she requested, so that's what I gave, and they ate it up. And you know, sometimes I be hesitant, because you know, my poetry is not clean poetry. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. She was like, nah, give it to him. All right, if it's kids up in here, y'all might want to get, you know what I'm saying? But no, it was definitely a blessing to be in the space. But I've also performed, I can't even remember. I had a show somewhere else. I've been in small spaces and places, but just not trying to overexert myself like I did the first time. Trying to just give myself grace and mercy and move the best way that I can. But I'm back, for sure. I'm back for sure. Like I never left. It's like riding a bike, for sure.
And look, I remember seeing you when you was posting the pictures of when you was pregnant. You was posting through the whole little process.
Yeah.
And then you kind of fell back a little bit. And then I remember you had the baby. And then I saw you posted a picture like body didn't snap back like
y'all ain't even see it coming. Nah, blessings, man, because a lot of moms were following me on my pregnancy journey. And I had no idea that I had the impact that I did as far as my social media stance goes. Because you know, you got followers here and there, but who really be tapping into you and feeding off of your energy. Moms were like tapping in for real. And one of the biggest things that I stressed with my last pregnancy was like, you know what I'm saying, shadow work, like knowing that it's okay to have like the negative feelings that you have, not feeling like you have to like shade or, you know what I'm saying, watch what you say, because there are people that are unable to have kids, but just because of A's or B's, that don't mean that my feelings are invalid. So really just stepping up and speaking for moms that go through like pregnancy, like depression, like anxiety, like mental like things, and doing my best to be as open and free and transparent as possible, because stuff that I say, a lot of people aren't going to say it. You know what I'm saying? Using my voice to let people know y'all not by yourself. Because there were times in my pregnancy where I was like, Jesus, take the wheel. I can't do this. I'm going to have to take that ride to Louisiana because this ain't going to work. Like, that's how deep in it I had gotten. And I didn't even know that it was a son. I was having a son. He's the first out of 24 years, like 3 generations. We don't have any boys. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting in here fighting this fight, but all in God's time and in God's will. He knew, like, yeah, you tough enough to go through it. I'm gonna give you your son. So I was blessed, like immensely blessed. But I ain't gonna lie and say that 9 months, I'd have done a 9-month sentence instead of that 9 months of pregnancy. Boy, y'all could have locked me up. You know what I'm saying? But no, he's a blessing. He's a blessing. And then my daughter.
How old is your daughter now?
She's 7.
Okay, 7 years old.
She turned 7 in
Wow.
March. Hey, Callie. Mama, can I go with you? I'm like, not right now. Not this time. Next time.
This is a kid from the
She's dying to see me perform, so I'm going to have to put her in a space and a place.
Yeah.
But she's a great big sister.
Yeah.
Like, amazing. And she carries so much, like, maturity for her to be 7. So she's made the transition with having a baby seamless. And then my
big
wife,
sister energy, huh?
I'm talking about big sister energy. Like, she'll go up against me and my wife on any day behind her brother. Like, but off the strength of, like, she helps us, you know what I'm saying, make sure he's square too. So it's been different because, like I said, we haven't had boys in 24 years. Right. But it's been a blessing too. Like, my baby love me for real. Like, it's different, but it's the same. Everybody says, you know, when you have your son, it ain't nothing like having a son. Like, having a daughter is one thing, but having a son is something totally different. And I'm grateful because I have both. So I'm right where I need to be. Right where I need to be.
Right.